this is Jenny Cutler with Excelsior Classes, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to set up an essay or an assignment in basic standard MLA formatting. MLA formatting is a writing style that is commonly required in humanities classes, and most of our English department courses use MLA formatting as the standard as well. So what I'm going to do is walk you through the process of how to set up your assignment so you are set up for success and can earn those easy points that are available for formatting on most of our writing rubrics. So without further ado, let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a blank document in Microsoft Word and share my screen to walk you through the process. I think you'll be surprised with how easy it really is once you get the hang of it. Okay, we've got a blank document up here. I'm using Microsoft Word today. The process is very, very similar if you're using Apple Pages or Google Docs or some other word processor. The first step in setting up our paper for MLA formatting is to double check the margins. Now, the default margins in most word processors are already set. And so you may not have to do anything at all. In MLA formatting, we want standard 1-inch margins. So the way that we can check that in Microsoft Word is I'm clicking on layout and then margins and then selecting normal, which is exactly what we need. So there was really nothing to do there in this case. Next, I want to make sure that my paper is double spaced. Now, this is part of a standard MLA requirements, and it's also really important for us as English teachers that students turn in their work double spaced. Let me tell you why. We love to give students really specific, detailed feedback on their writing, and practically, it just becomes really difficult if we're trying to make comments and notes around a single spaced paper. There just isn't room for us to give that feedback. So this also helps your English teachers a whole lot. In Microsoft Word, there's this little line spacing button right here. And when I click on that, all I have to do is go to 2 for double spacing. And I'm all set and ready to go. The third step that I want to show you is how to set up the MLA header. The MLA header is just 4 lines long. And this is standard for no matter what kind of an assignment you're doing. If it's an MLA formatting, you need this header. I start teaching the MLA header even to my very youngest students just to get them in the habit of it. The first line in an MLA header is just your name. So I am going to put in pretend student name here. And then I click enter. The second, and this is all on the left. Do you notice that? Sometimes students will want to move this header over to the right side of the page. That's not where it belongs. It belongs on the left. All right, next. The next step is you write your teacher's name. What assignment is what teacher assigned you this homework, okay, or this essay? In this case, because I'm doing this video, I'm going to put in my name, Mrs. Cutler. The third step is to write what class you are doing the assignment for. I'm going to put in one of my classes, Introduction to Language Arts. That's a 6th grade class that I teach. Actually, that's a 5th grade class I teach. And then I put in the date. The date of this video is September 29th, 2021. And there's my MLA header. Not bad, right? 4 lines are finished. The next step that I need to do is I want to make sure that in the top right of all of the pages of my assignment, it has my last name and the page number. Now, it's up to your teacher whether or not they want you to put your last name and the page number on the first page. Some will say, go ahead and do it. Some will say it doesn't matter. Some will say, don't do it. So it really depends on the teacher. That's something you'll need to ask in class. For my classes, I'm not fussy. I don't mind if it's there on the first page, but it's fine if it's not too, as long as it's on the subsequent pages. Let me show you how to put in page numbers. I go to Insert in Microsoft Word, and then I click page number over here, and I can select page number. Then a window comes up where I can say where I would like that page number to appear. In MLA formatting, the page number is always at the top right of the page. So that's what I've selected. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to say show number on the first page just so we can see it, because I'm not using a multi-page document at this stage. So then I click OK. And there it appears. Now, I don't just need a page number here. I also need my last name. So let's go ahead and fix that. All you have to do is I'm going to go up here and highlight it. Okay, and then I'm going to move my cursor to the left of the page number. And I am, whoops, that's on the right. There we go. And I'm going to type in my last name and a space. Okay, that space is important. We don't want it all crammed together. All right, and then I can click out. And that's it. And then my last name and page number will show up on every single page from here on out. The third step of setting up your assignment in MLA formatting is to add a title. My introduction to language arts class just wrote a descriptive paragraph for me where they did, a lot of them chose to write about something in nature. So that's kind of in my head right now. So I'm going to call this a walk in the woods. Okay, just like it was one of my students writing a descriptive paragraph. Notice that the title is centered, and also please notice that I don't have a lot of extra spaces here between the date and the title. I just use the next available line. Sometimes students will want to put some extra spaces here, or they'll want to put in some extra spaces before they start typing. That is not standard MLA formatting, and we want to follow that standard. So we don't want to skip any lines, okay? So we're going to go right back up, and I'm going to begin typing on the first line. I'm going to change my alignment to left and begin typing. So I might say, I enjoy walking in the woods in autumn. Okay, and I would go on with my paragraph from there. Now, the final step that I want to point out to you today is if you need to have a works cited with your assignment. If you're writing an essay, you're a high school student, that's likely required. So what you do if you need a works cited is you are going to start on a new page. Works cited gets its own page to list your sources. So I'm going to go to Insert, Page Break here, okay, to take me down to the next page. You could also, of course, click enter until you're at the beginning of the next page. That works too. And then notice my header appeared here, Cutler 2 for the second page. And then I need to center this line, and I'm going to type in works cited. We don't call it sources. We don't call it a bibliography. In MLA formatting, it's called the works cited. And then I click enter to start a new line, and I can begin listing my sources on the next line. Okay, that should set you up fairly well and is the basic format for setting up your assignment in MLA formatting. If you have questions about how to do this, or you're not exactly sure about a certain circumstance or a certain situation, there is a wonderful link that I'm going to actually type in onto this document for you, since I'm screen sharing so you can see it. There we go. If you go to owl.purdue.edu, this is Purdue OWL is a wonderful link. It's a free resource that'll walk you through formatting in lots of different styles. So then if you go to MLA formatting, if you click on, you just have to type in this beginning page, and then you'll be able to select MLA formatting, and you can find answers to most of your questions there. It's a wonderful resource if you don't have that already bookmarked. Okay, I hope this helps you feel confident as you do your coursework. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.